saying too much. Chosen one, I don't ever get too far. And my mama said it's special. If I don't trust you, shoot your metro. Future looking bright, nigga, got that glow. Professor X, nigga, all the gifts I show. My life like a movie shot off the hit show. Me and blessed hands make a bitch get low. James Willis, DJ CEO. Dave hit record, now we on beast mode. Let's go.
Welcome back to the Hit Show podcast. Appreciate y'all for watching this late night show. You see the subject below. We're going to talk about YSL, the Rico charges. Recently, YSL got indicted. It was an 88-page indictment, 56 counts, okay, on charges. So if you know about Rico charges, if you're affiliated, they come and get you. Even if you had nothing to do with the crime, they pretty much wrap you up in it anyway. So it's pretty much guilty by association. Y'all make sure y'all like and share this video. I got Darius and Cyan with me tonight. I'm going to play a few clips. We're going to talk about these charges and why they got charged. I know a lot of y'all been following it. I've been following it. I've been watching the other podcasters talk about it, and I'm going to play this first clip, and we're going to talk about it, all right? Give me 1 second.
First of all, I want to say good afternoon to you all. Thank you all for coming out. I want to acknowledge the DA and Fulton County Sheriff. We're here today to speak on the arrest of Jeffrey Williams that in collaboration with Fulton County DA's office and the Fulton County Sheriff on yesterday. This collaboration is representative of the partnership of the Atlanta Police Department and the DA's office on our aggressiveness in going after gang members. The mayor, as well as the DA, gave a interview on last week expressing their concerns about what we were seeing in our city and how we would go after any offender. And at the direction of the DA taking the lead on us yesterday, making sure that we were able to get one of our top offenders off of the street. In partnership with them, utilizing our tactical teams, we were able to go out to the individual's location and arrest him without any significant consequences to him or any other parties at the house. And so with that, I'll turn it over to the DA.
Thank you, Chief Bryant. Today, I'm joined by the Atlanta Police Chief, Chief Rodney Bryant, as well as my sheriff and our sheriff, Sheriff Patrick Labatt. We are here today about a grand jury indictment that was returned that included not just Jeffrey Williams, which is of some notoriety and media attention, but about 28 defendants that operated within our community between the time period of 2012 and 2022. It is our allegation that they operated as a criminal street gang and commenced to do havoc in our community. That havoc includes crimes of violence, crimes of thefts, crimes involving drugs. I've made no secret about it, nor any apology that as the district attorney of Fulton County, my number one focus is targeting gangs. And there's a reason for that. They are committing conservatively 75 to 80% of all of the violent crime that we are seeing within our community. And so they have to be rooted out of our community. I said just a week or two ago, it does not matter what your notoriety is, what your fame is. If you come to Fulton County, Georgia, and you commit crimes, and certainly if those crimes are in furtherance of a street gang, that you are going to become a target and a focus of this district attorney's office, and we are going to prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. I agree with Chief Bryant. What you see yesterday and what you will see in the upcoming months and years is the result of a lot of hard work by both the Atlanta Police Department and this office. We are proud to bring forth this indictment and hopefully to bring justice to a lot of the community who was victimized through the course you see in this indictment. But more importantly, the most important thing that we are here to do is to keep this community safe. And we believe removing these 28 defendants will keep Fulton County safer.
Well. So, watching that video, that was her goal as the new district attorney. And she said pretty much that was her goal coming in. If elected, pretty much she was going to target the gang and reduce the crime in the city of Atlanta. And that was her target. And by going after a target such as Young Thug and YSL is definitely gave her a name. And she's going to target other gangs and rap gangs. You're going to take most of them down.
With the smack of them chips.
But the thing is, this is the thing. I read a lot of comments. The biggest one, people try to defend Young Thug, right? Say they're trying to use his lyrics against him, right? They only can use lyrics against you if you're actually doing what you say you're doing, if you're actually committing crime. As many rappers that talked about killing people, shooting people, raping women, ain't none of them get indicted because they ain't do none of it. Right? So to the artists that are actually watching, this is a lesson for you. If you are committing crimes and you post it on social media, do not talk about it in your music. All you're doing is self-snitching. They're self-snitching. 28 people get arrested. Somebody's going to snitch. A lot of these guys are looking at life. A lot of these guys don't have Young Thug money. They can't afford a good lawyer. They're going to tell. Some of them are already told. They got wiretaps on them and everything. At first, I ain't gonna lie. When I heard about this indictment, I'm like, oh, that's some bullshit. But when I'm listening to it on all the videos on YouTube, they've been watching this man for 10 years. They're not gonna watch you for 10 years just to watch you. You're doing something.
They got all the evidence from the lyrics and the videos.
It ain't the lyrics they got the evidence from. The evidence is from them
and Instagram and shit like that.
What kills them the most is not even the lyrics on the song, like you said, it's social media. When we go do this stuff, we're gonna go right to social media. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna make videos. We're gonna post about it. So, and then you put it in the songs. Now, if you was doing it as an underground artist and nobody pay attention to you, you know, they probably wouldn't be watching you. But since you Young Thug and
that's
you
not true. There's underground artists catching cases and shit.
They do, but
literally just having a gun in their video, they catching cases.
When you're a mainstream artist, you're already in the limelight. It's easier to watch you. It's easier, you know. Underground artists don't have 10 million followers, so it matters.
Fuck that. If you're an underground artist, nigga, they watching you. Local police departments is watching you. Talking about some Fed shit? Yeah, the Fed's not watching no local nigga because that it ain't enough money to even go after them. Know what I'm saying? Like, because all court systems is a money scam. So they only going after the big fish that's gonna bring in big money and big court fines and fees and shit like that. So even on the local level though, they watching rappers because they ain't got shit better to do. So they making fake pages and profiles and watching y'all niggas. Be careful.
I don't think they would, because it's too many rappers. Think about your local police station. How many policemen do you have in your local police station?
In Painesville alone, nigga, I ain't gonna say no names, but these little niggas was somebody got killed like last year, 2 years ago, and these niggas was rapping about it to put in the video. They used that shit in their court case. This was Painesville.
Man, so, but okay, let's say a bigger city like Cleveland. We're not gonna say Painesville. They don't have enough police to watch all the artists. Everybody's a rapper. They don't have enough to watch people that are nobodies. They don't have time to watch you. They don't have time to watch everybody. But when you're somebody in the limelight, a nobody, if you're a nobody on that label and you're attached to that big artist, then they'll watch you. But it's
Should
somebody.
nobody be dry snitching? I don't care if you're the biggest artist or you the littlest artist.
No,
Nigga.
it's still
Nobody be telling on themselves on no damn
you're
video or damn
you're
social
not,
media.
you're not being really watched by.
But why even do it though? Why introduce it?
They ain't got good sense. I mean, it just
The drugs.
These niggas really be having the real murder weapons in the videos. Like, come on, man. Go get a different gun at least. Like, these niggas is really stupid. Shit crazy.
I think what it is, they commit the crime so much that for some reason I think they start believing they're invincible.
They do. They be high. They literally just be high. And
it's not even high.
These niggas be high and I'm thinking they untouchable.
But none of us are untouchable. I don't know why they think they can just go out here and intentionally hurt people, kill people, make hits, sell drugs.
Right, Greg. What up, Greg? Greg in the comments, he said they even watching this damn podcast. They watching everything.
They probably are, but we ain't committing no crimes on the podcast and talking about it. That'd just be stupid. We smarter than that.
Facebook watching.
And everybody knows Facebook is ran by the government. You know what I'm saying? But they got so arrogant to where they felt like they were untouchable, even in the song. What he was talking about? The nigga said, kill 12 shit, fuck the judge, we the mob. In the song, you're crime. You're committing crime. I like
that shit is funny as fuck. These literally, you can follow the storyline of their whole case based off the songs they released and they lyric like, and even the in the court proceedings they was playing the shit and the fucking judge like, oh, this is my favorite one, Take It to Trial, and they played the Take It to Trial video and shit. Know what I'm saying? This nigga Young Thug dancing, flicking off the judge and shit in the video. I'm like, oh man, these niggas is going outside.
Oh, speaking of, I'm glad you brought that up, because guess what? We ain't doing none of that gangster shit in court. Let me play the video for y'all. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me put it right there.
I do not want you to hear this.
Give me 1 second, y'all.
Oh my God, Otto is actually legit. I don't know, like,
Mr. would like to say something. All right, give everyone else into your stand, man. Give us one.
Who the fuck is that?
Truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I just come to see a perjury.
Yes.
State your name for the
Your
record.
boy Young Thug.
Yes, sir. What do you want there?
I'm sorry for disobeying the court. I'm sorry for disobeying the old way. Being here again. I just want to like be home with my family and do right. And I know I just got so many millions of people that pays attention to me. And it's like I live so different. Not blaming it on that, but it's like these last 6 days is like every time. These last 6 days was like 6 days when I came back down to reality and I understood that. No, this is real life. This is not. I got sons at 10, 11 years old. They look up to me. I don't even want them to think like going to jail, even if you're able to get right out of jail. It's cool. I just want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to just grow because I'm honestly grown. I just make mistakes. Like that penalized for, but I'm sorry, and I won't disobey you again.
Okay, so, well, now that's Young Thug saying he's sorry to the judge after the kill 12 shit. Fuck the judge.
Nah, that's old. That's old, brother.
No, they could look. He said after the 6 days he was in jail.
That's old.
Even if it is old.
Never change
You talk all that shit on the record, all that gangster shit. Fuck the judge. We the mob. We kill cops. All this other shit. and then as soon as you get in front of the judge, you say, "I'm sorry."
These niggas literally
You
shot
can't do
cops
that.
too.
You can't do that. The mafia bosses, when they went to court, they didn't say I was sorry. They didn't say, I got kids, you know, I don't want them to think it's cool to go to jail, get right out. No, they didn't say none of that shit.
We gotta
They
look
did
this shit
the
up.
time.
Man.
They
These
did the
things.
time.
How you know John Gotti wasn't in there saying apologizing to the judge?
You know, John Gotti was a real gangster. He wasn't apologizing for nothing. Now you can't talk all this shit and throw gang signs and fuck this person, fuck that person. You shot at young YSL Lucci mama, put it in the song, and then you sorry about it. It don't make sense. This would happen once you sit in jail and you ain't got no drugs and no alcohol in your system and no lean. You're sober up and you think clearly. That's what happens.
I'm gonna tell you
felt
something.
like a man.
I want to know why they beefing so hard with each other.
Because all this started. Let me give you the rundown. So you got the YFN crew and YSL crew. So they both kind of in the same general area in Atlanta. And something that happened, I know it had something to do with a baby mama or something. But initially,
was it when YFN
Lucci's bodyguards or something? That's who it was. His dude, he had got killed by one of Young Thug and them members, and everything was a domino effect from there. Them niggas started killing each other's soldiers.
Was that before him and Lucci got into it when Lucci said he was messing with Thug's girl? Was that before or after that?
He was messing with Thug's girl?
That's what Lucci said. They was going back and forth online.
No, Lucci was saying it was about his girl after Nut had died.
Okay, after Nut died. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he was to the fire pretty much.
Right.
And then you had like Yak Gotti, his artist, YSL artist, was like standing on his car and taking pictures and shit.
I seen that. But this is the thing about Yak Gotti. Now I've been watching. They're trying to say Yak Gotti snitched. He already had a case prior and did his time. He didn't snitch. He snitched on himself and said, "Yeah, that is mine. I own it." That ain't that. He snitched on himself prior, and then people try to say, "Oh, he snitched on Thug." No, he had a case before all this shit, and he owned up to it. But since I guess
he was snitched though, he just pleaded guilty.
Guilty on his
charge.
Snitching himself pleading guilty, but he took accountability for his stuff. But since it's a RICO charge, they can go back and tie him to Thug and say, you know, he has something to do with that because it's a RICO charge. The only thing I don't like about the RICO charge is kind of like double jeopardy. Because if you commit a crime and you go do your time, but then they tie you to the gang, you can do time again for the same thing because it's under the RICO Act. That's the only thing I don't like about the RICO Act. Because it is pretty much double jeopardy. They're trying you twice for the same thing with other charges. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I don't like about the RICO.
That's why they fucking made that shit up. So they had a high ass conviction rate. They don't want no chance of you beating them once they get you with that RICO.
Man,
it's a big charge because it's racketeering, it's drugs, it's running a criminal organization. Racketeering, I forgot what the I is, but it's criminal organization. So it covers a general vague thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got niggas on show,
illegal criminal organization.
Yeah.
Robbery, murder, and drugs, intent to sell, shit.
Prostitution, whatever the fuck you doing.
Right. Forget the intent to sell and robbery. The murder itself. You know what I'm saying? And you got to think with the RICO, even though it's a state RICO, because I've been following along, some of these charges come with you have to do a minimum sentence per charge for certain charges. So you're automatically going to get 5 to 20 for one charge.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Oh, and that's a good point, though. You're right. This isn't even a Fed case. This is
Not yet.
this is
Because I've been following the
You
case.
think the Fed's gonna pick it up?
This how it
Hell
works. This how it works. Once they get charged, right? They go to court, you know, and the trial and all that shit begins. This is what happens. When the feds come in, they wait till all your funds are exhausted. So all the money you've already spent on lawyer and legal fees, what they do is they wait till you don't have money to fight. Even though they got the you know, evidence, what they're gonna do, they're gonna make sure you only have enough money to pay your lawyer to represent you when you go to federal court. That's what they do. They wait till all your funds are exhausted. Because I believe Thug he's paying his lawyer, and he probably gonna make sure Gunna's taken care of, at least Gunna. The rest of them, you niggas on your own.
Yeah, because that's conflict of interest. That the top lawyer, the Better Call Saul ass nigga can't represent all them niggas. So
because this the thing though. On the RICO charges alone in Georgia is enough for them to do life. My thing is, what is the point of the feds coming in? What's the point of the feds coming in? They're going to give Thug so much time, he's not going to get out. So it's really no point of the feds coming in. On state charges alone, I hate to say it, and I don't want to judge another man's life, but from what I've seen and watched and heard with the facts, he's probably going to get life.
Well, I sympathize
gonna
with
get life.
nobody. Anybody that
life.
shoot at somebody's mama, I don't sympathize with them.
Yeah.
You went too far.
He's gonna get 10 to 15.
He did it himself, or he put the hit out?
No, he the boss. He didn't do it himself. So he
ain't no damn boss.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a lie. I don't believe that he a boss.
Hey, the other YSL members say differently than you, sir. Because think about it. Who in YSL got all the money? Whoever has the money has the power. Whoever has power has full control.
Nah, he ain't the boss. It's somebody else the boss. They just ain't saying. Ain't no rapper gonna be no boss. He got other shit he gotta be doing.
Why not? If you got 27 other niggas, you put niggas in position. You know how it works. I'm the head guy. This is my assistant. I tell my assistant, this is what we need to do. This is how we're going to do things. And then he do it from there. Of course, Thug ain't going to be there all the time because this nigga got to be at the studio. He do his touring and all that. But yeah, he can be a crime boss and have assistant run everything. See, this brings me to another subject. I'm going to get off subject for subject, but I'm going to get back on. How he ran this organization. I'm just saying with the R. Kelly shit. This is how R. Kelly, if he did it. He had other people and members take care of all that dirty business for him. As far as getting the girls, right? Having them stay here, feed them, take them here to shop and all that. One person can't run a full organization by themselves. It's the same thing. But R. Kelly never said that these are my senses because he didn't want to snitch on himself. But I want to get back to the YSL whole thing. Okay? No, I'm just being honest because nobody's going to run an empire by themselves. Let's just be honest.
What you think about Bill Cosby situation?
That was all bullshit.
No, Bill Cosby got a new situation.
Oh, I don't know too much about it.
They said that he raped a 16-year-old girl at the Playboy Mansion. What is a 16-year-old girl doing at the Playboy Mansion?
Well, you know, Hugh Hefner had them underage girls there. Well, why ain't Hugh Hefner in trouble?
Hugh Hefner dead.
Well, I guess you can't put on Hugh Hefner, then you put on Bill Cosby. But getting back to the YSL shit, this is my thing. As much evidence they got, I even watched a podcast with the dude from Fresh and Fit, Myron. I didn't even know he was he's a former federal agent. He has another podcast called Fed It, where he breaks down all the federal cases, a lot of the state cases that have to do with celebrities. They got so much on Young Thug, it is ridiculous. The amount of evidence that they have, he's the boss because if he's funding everything, it's coming out of his pocket. YSL, everybody up under YSL is a gang member, and they commit crimes. So you are the boss. If I own a record label and everybody under my record label is a gang member, and you commit crimes, we are affiliated. Say if this was Death Row, and everybody under Suge Knight was doing crimes, this would have been the same thing. It would have been a RICO. You are a criminal organization committing crime. That's what they were doing, and they were watched for 10 years. Ain't no getting around that. That's just the facts. That's just the facts. Even if say he ain't the boss, I'm gonna go with your theory, right? He the one with all the money, so he got a lot of power. Even if he ain't the boss, he's still gonna get life.
I know he gonna get life.
Look at Gunna. Gunna ain't do nothing for real. Gunna ain't did shit. Gunna ain't no street dude. He from the suburbs. He ain't do no crime. But since he's a YSL artist and he's very close to Young Thug, they charge his ass too.
Now that's wrong.
But I'll be honest, I don't think Gunna's gonna get a lot of time. What they gonna do with Gunna? This is why. What they want to do with Gunna?
Yeah, I think Gunna gonna be his shit.
Gunna's gonna be his, but they want to get all the information out of him because they know he ain't built like that.
He ain't got no information. He don't know nothing about that shit.
Okay. Okay. Even though he was at the gang meetings and all that, sitting there not saying nothing, he's still sitting there affiliated with the gang and listening to everything. Oh, he know. You know, because
I kind of believe he put in some work. He probably put in some work because that's how you get them record deals and stuff. You got to put in work. You got to do something.
Y'all hear the recordings they had of this nigga Thug?
I wanted to play it. And so for y'all, wait a minute. For y'all that don't know, hold on. This was I didn't want to laugh because I feel bad for him. He in that position. But if y'all haven't heard it, I'm not gonna play it.
Play it.
But listen to. I don't want to play it, shit, because then I'm gonna have to go search it. But
you ain't got it.
Well, this nigga on there talk about he got a sacrifice. Nigga, sacrifices got to be made. And
oh, you talking about that one? I was talking about in jail him rapping over the phone.
Oh no.
Well, let me tell you something. It was so clean. I ain't never heard Young Thug rap like this without cussing. He could have put Kirk Franklin on this remix he did from jail. It sounded like a gospel song.
You know what's crazy though? All the songs that they using for the trial, them is like his bops too. Them bitches is bank like the Rolling songs. That's crazy. I know they trial jam.
Yeah, especially with that. Oh yeah. Oh, this is my favorite.
Hey, they said that the damn judge like this.
He bobbing his ear. He can't help it. He like, this shit kind of riding though.
Bella like, ah, damn.
Especially
this nigga talking about to take this shit to trial.
My favorite song is the one where he's like, I ain't never killed nobody, but I got something to do with that body. Like, nigga.
Man.
You can't, but see, that's why they making you a ball. Okay. Why you got something to do with the body, but you ain't killed nobody? That's crime boss. That's kingpin shit. You called the jail, recorded. Y'all ain't killed that nigga yet? Y'all niggas getting soft. Y'all niggas pussy. And then something happened to YF and Lucci. Come on now. You can't call shots like that if you're not a boss. What game you know can anybody call shots? That's not a boss.
They was calling this nigga from jail like, "Yo, you want us to stab this nigga up, Slime?"
Right. Why you calling a nigga that's not the boss? And you in jail with the other nigga. Why don't you just go do it? You asking for permission. You calling your boss. I'm just saying 1 + 1 = 2. I'm just putting the shit together.
That nigga is definitely King Slime.
Right. Daryl trying to deny that shit. He ain't no boss. That nigga's a boss.
That nigga is the fucking head honcho of all that shit.
Right. That nigga's the boss, man. See, he's the boss of YSL. Now, even though he's a blood, he's still a blood with the blood gang. He might not be a boss over there, but he the boss of YSL.
Right.
He the boss of that shit.
YSL bigger than the blood. Shit. They got more money than them niggas. That's why they taking out these organizations. It's not they doing the murders and the killings, but these niggas got long money. That's why they
How
get
much
the
you
job
think Young
done.
Thug is worth?
I ain't gonna speak on who next, but we gonna they taking these niggas down.
Thug
Like, all these niggas that's doing good and rapping about killing niggas and actually killing niggas.
Can you look it up right quick, James? How much Young Thug is worth?
Yeah, hold on.
Evil, she gonna be on, please.
He worth a couple million.
Look, so Daryl want me to do, I'm going to screen share this for everybody. Young Thug net worth right now. We're going to look it up. It says Young Thug net worth has a net worth of $8 million.
8 million? I was saying 2 to 3 million. God damn. Okay, Thug.
But you got to remember, though, he sell a lot of records, though. Do a lot of shows. You know, he make good music. I ain't going to say he don't make good music. He's very creative with his music. I like the way he flow. I liked his music. But you have to separate the street life. If you're gonna talk about the street life, talk about what you've seen, okay? Like Too Short. Too Short said
but
everything I
you gotta think about it though. If you look back on Thug's story, they said that's how this nigga, he literally was in the street shooting niggas, they said. He used to be shooting niggas and like, so a lot of these rappers that's going down, they really about that life. YNW Melly, Pooh Shiesty, all these niggas is really about that life though. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gangsters back in the day wasn't the niggas in the trenches, all of them. Know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why they was better at storytelling and being visual with the shit and was more lyrical because they really wasn't these street ass niggas. These street ass niggas, because the Jeezy could get in the game now and really just paint a picture of shit they really do. And it's easy for them niggas because they really do that shit. And that's why it be raw. I ain't even gonna lie. Because it's like, god damn, like, how the fuck this man is so vivid and detailed? Like King Von, for instance. Like, niggas wasn't, like, some niggas might have been hit, but in the Chicago area. But in general, most of the audience, when they listen to King Von, you like, damn, this motherfucker is a good storyteller. Because he really did that shit. Like, these niggas really did that shit. Know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how the game done changed. It's like real killers as rappers.
I know who next. I'm not gonna say no names, but as much music I listen to, and this the thing, the rappers that
I know who next too. Yo Gotti.
Nah, nope.
Yo Gotti next.
Nope.
The Migos probably.
Nope, not even. I'm gonna tell you who next.
Lil Baby.
Nope.
Yo Gotti can rap though.
Not even Baby. I know who next. I like him though. That's why I was saying.
Say Yo Gotti next.
I think Yo Gotti next. Tory Lanez.
I don't even want to say my nigga name, man. I don't want my nigga Dirk to go
say
down, man.
Dirk definitely.
Dirk ass.
They definitely watching Dirk.
Oh.
They definitely watching.
He killing that shit now. Every song he make hard as fuck. Oh
this
my
the
god.
thing with Dirk. I like his music,
Dirk,
but this
bro.
the thing. You got to pay attention how this works. His record label just gave him $40 million, right?
That's why I was like, man, Thug, like everything this nigga dropping raw as fuck now. Like
it just gave him
as soon
$40
as you start to get raw and getting your money up and you get in that bracket.
Because
like, all right, yeah, it's time to get because they've been building their cases on these niggas.
Exactly. So you think these record labels
It's almost
these are
like some
you think
sacrificial shit. They want the
you
fall to
think the
be.
record labels don't have you think like before they get these artists get charged, these courts are talking to these record labels. They already know everything before they charge you. That's how I believe that. I believe they know everything
I
because
don't think they're working with the record labels.
I
No.
do.
I
I do.
used to think that, but the record labels is taking a loss when these niggas get locked up.
No, they ain't because all their money is going to the label. The money ain't going to the artist.
Mm-mm. That's when they die. I don't think it's no clause in their contracts when they get locked up.
Think of how much money Kevin Lyles right now making off Young Thug.
He trying to get him out.
He ain't getting them out. You can't get out of jail. Listen, unless God, Jesus himself come back to earth, he ain't getting out. He ain't getting out. Jesus himself gonna have to come down there and open the door.
Well,
He ain't
look,
getting
What
hey,
if
I
Trump?
like the
What if
subject. It
Trump
was
get
good. I'm
elected?
finna go to
Trump might
sleep. I'm
pardon that
tired.
nigga like he did Kodak.
I'm gonna talk to y'all later,
out
man.
him.
I like
All
it,
right.
man. All right, bro. That'll be good.
That'd be funny. Trump start campaigning like I'm a free thug. Y'all niggas elect me.
Yeah, but even if he do
I'm
free him,
I'm freeing Pooh Shiesty, Thug, and YNW Melly.
yeah, but even if he do free him, they still got to go back to court and they gonna get fucking in convicted. You can free them, but they still gonna get convicted. I mean, he's still gonna get convicted.
He ain't gonna free them niggas though, because they really killers. Kodak wasn't killing niggas.
No.
Kodak and Wayne was really just some rapping niggas.
This is my thing though. They're not even I think this is my thing. I think they indicted everybody else just to get and this is the nasty part of it. They get all 28 members, get them in a room separately. They put pressure on them to get information out of them that they already have. Just to see what you gonna say. And then offer you a very short bid to get out of jail soon when they already got the information. I don't understand it. Just to say he snitched on you. That's some dirty shit.
I mean, it ain't. Niggas know better. Niggas know, man. Unless you a child and ain't been taught, you know that you don't say nothing. You plead the fifth. So I don't think it's unfair for them niggas to play that game. You know what I'm saying?
You plead the fifth, you go into
Niggas
jail.
know better.
You plead
No,
the
you
fifth.
You only go to jail if
I'm
you
not
say
talking
something.
about.
If you plead guilty. It
No, I'm
ain't
talking
guaranteed
about.
to go to jail if you plead the fifth.
I'm talking about an interrogation room. They putting pressure on them. This before they go to court. I'm talking about while they in the interrogation room when they first get them. Man, them niggas ain't saying that.
What's my bond? How much my bond gonna be? I want
Man,
my
them
lawyer.
niggas ain't got no lawyer. They broke. Some of them got public defenders. That's what.
No, they not. Them niggas is YSL affiliated. These niggas got a little money. Got a little bond money. They
Now
got
for
lawyers.
this case, they might have. Yeah, they might have a little.
They ain't get no. They ain't, but for this case, they wouldn't get no bond.
This is
But
a
I'm
Rico
saying in
charge.
general though, I don't think it's unfair. You
know
saying like
a lawyer
it's bad? It's bad that they using them tactics. It's actually fair that they not just charging niggas with what only they side of the story, they evidence. They want to actually convict niggas based off they word and what you saying. So that's kind of fair, to be honest. But it's still fuck the court.
But I'm saying, what lawyers these niggas got for a RICO charge? You ain't get caught with a pistol or a bag of weed. This is a RICO charge. You know how much a lawyer costs for a damn RICO charge? The niggas. That's why
I know that.
That's what I'm saying. So they ain't got no.
That's why they snitching.
No,
niggas is snitching because they ain't get no good lawyer.
You know what? Just put this on my commissary because I can't get no lawyer with this money. The only one that can afford a lawyer is Gunna and Thug.
I know I'm going down. Let me put this money on my commissary.
Right, just put it on the commissary.
While I'm locked up.
Exactly. At least you eating good. And maybe you can pay for a little protection while you're in there. But them other niggas that we ain't never heard of, that's YSL, oh, they gonna snitch. They gonna snitch. They gonna snitch because you gotta think a lot of them are facing life.
Thug gonna plead out though. I don't think he's gonna take it to trial. He a real nigga if he take that shit all the way through. That nigga is a real nigga.
No matter how
I'll fight that shit. Cause you gonna
he gonna
time.
I would say what Young Thug's gonna do, he's probably is gonna plead because he's already. But the thing is, when you plead, even we know he's guilty. I hate to say it.
Yeah. If they talking about some like 3 to 5 years, I'll plead out. But if they talking about like some 10,
not for Rico.
It's a state charge though.
But it's a 56 count indictment. 56 counts.
Oh, yeah, he doing like
some of those charges
hit with 5. He only need to get hit with like 5 of them joints. And if they run them concurrent, it's still gonna be like 10 to 20.
Some of those charges minimum is 5 years. So say you do 5 charges, minimum 5 years, that's 25 minimum. The way this nigga right here been conducting himself, did you hear what that DA agent said? The district attorney, I'm sorry, said when I played the video. She wants to make sure they do the max for each charge. They're not going to give him 5 years for each charge. If the maximum is 20 for each charge, that's what they're going to give him. She's already said it. They're not going to be lenient with him because he's a rapper. They're going to make an example out of his ass.
I can't stand judging.
This nigga said, fuck the judge, killed 12. We the mob.
He was saying
that alone.
Definitely shot the police.
I'm saying though, you and
Bill Gates.
You can't say that type of stuff and commit crimes in the street.
Why Bill Gates don't got no RICO charges?
For one, he's a billionaire. Billionaires don't go to jail. Billionaires don't go to prison.
That's crazy.
Thank you for all the comments. Damn, Greg Garbloff, you threw a lot of comments. I'm trying to Oh, he said Snoop is the boss. He beat his murder charge. Yeah, but I believe when Snoop had charges, I believe that was more like self-defense. He didn't just murder somebody because he had beef with him. I believe from when Snoop caught that murder charge, I believe it was mostly like self-defense. Didn't somebody shoot at him and he shot back or something like that? He didn't just kill somebody to kill him. You know. But thanks for the comment. But with this is a little different. You know, this indictment is when the Fulton County sheriff station, the sheriff's watching you, along with the Atlanta police. If you watch the video I had just played, it was a team effort.
This a motherfucking state charge, man. This nigga might beat that shit.
No,
I keep thinking about it, man. This nigga Thug might come around and beat these niggas.
But how can you?
Because
it's
art.
A 50 on 56 counts. On 56 counts, 56 counts, and niggas snitch. Listen, they had wiretaps.
Yeah, that wiretap fucked him up when he was talking about some we gotta sacrifice these niggas.
You know what also they did? This what really got them. They had a gang meeting at a house. The person who came to them, listen, somebody suggested this. They rented the house. Whole fucking house wired during the game.
Why these
You-
niggas like
you-
wire
you-
the fucking Freemasons meetings, man?
I-
Why they wire
I'm
my
saying-
niggas meetings?
You can't get out of something when it's on social media. You committed crimes, made songs about them, and then said kill 12, fuck the judge. It doesn't work that way. I'm saying if he was just rapping and not committing no crimes, this would get dry.
Might not
And
have
what
been able
makes
to
it-
tie this shit to him. They probably couldn't tie nothing to these niggas.
And what makes it even worse, recently, this kid called the police station and said he was going to kill the police or sheriff or whoever and their family and all this other shit if they didn't let YSL out of jail. They came and locked his ass up.
Who did that?
Some kid, some 17, 18-year-old kid. That Young Thug don't even know. But that makes it worse for Young Thug, making him look like a boss.
No, it don't, because they ain't got shit to do with Young Thug. The police know better. They know he got crazy fans and shit like that.
Yeah, okay. They still gonna put it on his ass.
What they gonna say? He told the kid to say that shit.
They'll find something. They will find something. I guarantee it. Because
All he got is his public statements where he rapping and apologizing and talk about rap as art. Under it, like he ain't telling nobody to do nothing to nobody, so they don't got no evidence of him doing that once he been locked up.
I'm gonna get into this next video. Co-founder of YSL, okay, he was recently denied bond as well. Now the man did about 7 years in prison, and I'm gonna play the video. But from what I've heard, he didn't have any contact with the gang while he was incarcerated. He got out, changed his life, was working, and even though he did his time already, they tied him to the Rico and threw him back in jail with no bond.
What?
So I'm gonna play the video.
The judge denied bond for another man accused of being a co-founder of that gang, known as YSL. Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie with us live outside the Fulton County Courthouse. Mark, you were able to have that exclusive interview with Walter Murphy just before he surrendered earlier this month.
And more than 24 defendants in the YSL case, but Walter Murphy stands out. What he's alleged about his role in YSL's funding, along with two others, including Young Thug, and for what he told us before his surrender.
We believe he is one of the co-founders of the YSL.
To the judge's bond ruling against Walter Murphy, a defendant in the YSL case.
I'm going to deny bond at this point in time.
His lawyer, Jacoby Hudson, admits he went on.
He's praying, Gus. He's crying. He's doing the right thing.
The defense lawyer says Murphy's situation was tied to a high-profile co-defendant in the YSL case, the gang and Rico conspiracy charges against famous rapper Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, whose lawyer Brian Steele has said,
Mr. Williams committed no crime whatsoever.
The whole case is about Jeffrey, Young Thug, Jeffrey Lamar Williams. That's who they want. My client don't want to talk about Jeffrey Williams.
a prosecutor at the Fulton County District Attorney's Office says Hudson was told if Murphy cooperated with the DA's office, the office would cooperate with him, routine in such cases. Hudson says he acknowledges before Walter Murphy, who surrendered on the YSL racketeering conspiracy indictment, went to prison in 2016.
I did my time like a man.
He was a bad dude.
He was messed up in 2012 and 13 and 15, but he has since changed.
The purpose of count one is to hold the defendants responsible collectively.
The YSL Rico conspiracy count alleges acts by Murphy, including an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on or about September 11, 2013, an attempted murder involving 4 different victims on or about April 12, 2015. Hudson says Murphy had been charged in those incidents years ago, and he pled guilty in what's known as an Alfred plea, basically to reduce charges, and until his surrender had been out on parole since early this year. We spoke to Murphy when he was free.
I spent 7 years in prison. While I was in prison, I stayed out the way. And I just got my GED, completed all my classes, completed the transition center, I transitioned back into the world. I got me a job at the transition center.
Prosecutor says a victim of one of the incidents in Murphy's past lost part of his head in the shooting. Hudson says Murphy was present, not the trigger man, in the shooting of a man who lost part of his head.
He has an extensive criminal history.
Defense lawyer Hudson acknowledges the pleas he worked out to Murphy's earlier cases, one negotiated and one non-negotiated, were sweet deals, but he maintains Murphy made the most of them. And since his release is not associated with YSL and has held a steady job.
Change his tone. It changed his life.
Well, the sad part about that is that man did his time already. He changed his life. And then this Rico case come up, and then he has to go back to jail for something he did already. That's what I don't like about it. Now that I don't think is fair. Because that's just double jeopardy.
He's
already not. I don't think you can. Well, I mean,
this shit is some state shit. It's not no federal Rico.
Not yet.
They make it such a broad. They charge a lot of people. That's how it's capped. Their conviction rate is high because they're not necessarily gonna take all those people to trial. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get a couple people to talk and say something, and all those charges are gonna get dropped. And people like him, I think a lot of those people are gonna be the ones that get their charges dropped. I don't think they're going to get everybody and take them all to trial. At least that's not their goal or their aim. They just want the head honchos.
Yeah, well, they gonna get the head honcho. But y'all leave a comment, like, share this video. We're gonna put some of this on TikTok in the next couple of days. Y'all follow His Show podcast. We got a lot of stuff coming up. We got some special events coming up we working on. All right, and we'll see y'all. And thank you, Greg Garbeloff, for being such a loyal watcher every week. Every time we go live, you comment. Thank you.